Welcome back to Rants. And when I was a kid, kids played with toy guns, not real guns. I love the people who hate my rants. They are the ones that make my videos fun to make. What's also great is there are reasons for hating my videos. One of the main reasons is people hate the fact I rant on media issues and not serious issues. Well, I'm all for pleasing you folks. You want me to get political? I'll get political. Get ready to receive more information than you would from a news channel. Here is my rant on politics and the US government. I think this is a nice topic to rant about because I myself am not a fan of the US government. Now, let's be clear here. I don't hate America. I just hate the people who run it. Anyway, my first problem with politics are the fact that they are so full of crap. When they're campaigning for our votes, they say that they're going to change the country for the better. Crime will disappear, corruption will end, war will be over, unicorns will fall from the sky and bake brownies, rainbows will appear on a day-to-day basis, and guns will fire out candy. Doesn't that sound like a nice world to live in? Too bad that the politics are lying more than a villain in a 60s science fiction show. They make all these dang promises they can't keep, just for the chance to get elected to a high office. What a disgrace. Would you guys like it if out of nowhere in my videos I said, hey, subscribe to me and I'll promise to do positive reviews on Adventure Time and regular show? You see, we all know that if I were to take a lie detector test, it would explode. So, it's really annoying when we can't trust the people we're supposed to be trusting. Next I'd like to address are the people who take politics a little too far. They are always watching debates, always voting, and making a big deal about what goes on in the political world. These people make my nerves screech because if they ask you who you're voting for, you say, I'm not voting. Then they proceed to give you a speech that would make Jean-Claude Van Damme's in the Street Fighter movie look like one of General Patton's. You're not voting? It's your duty as an American to vote. Do you know how many people died over the years to get the right to vote? Well, they really didn't have to die for a right I didn't ask for. Sure, I'm 19 years old and I'm still not registered to vote, nor do I plan on ever voting. I just don't want to. You have to choose between angry old men and wussy young guys, and like I said, you just don't trust them. Never in my lifetime have I remembered one candidate that I was interested in. Plus, if I were to vote for a person that becomes president and they end up causing World War III, I would hate being one of the people held responsible for putting that person into office. So bottom line, I'm never voting, and I get annoyed at people who follow politics and don't shut up. Finally, the last thing about politics that really gets on my nerves are the Republicans and the Democrats, or as I like to call them, the Repulsicans and the Democrats. Anyway, these two groups of morons are who I feel is running this country into the ground. It's hard to run a country smoothly when you got two different opinions on every single problem in the nation. All they do is argue, 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 and nothing gets frickin' done. Hello, numbskulls! Every country could be waiting to strike us with nuclear weapons that we introduced into the world in the first place, and all you guys can do is say, you guys suck. No, you guys suck. They argue worse than a 75-year-old married couple. It's always a case of, we should do something, or should we do something? For crying in the night, shut up and do your dang jobs! It especially sucks when you have beliefs that belong to both parties, so you don't know who to like. Well, I hate both. Repulsicans are nothing but gut-loving, corrupted jerkholes who like to crap on everybody else's fun and act more depressed than Eeyore when he's not taking his antidepressants. And Democrats are baby-hating hippies who think they can solve our problems by spending our money on crap we don't need. I love the fact that we have two parties to balance each other out, but that really is more of a curse than it is a miracle. Anyway, people might be curious as to my political views. Well, I don't normally get political, but when I do, I have strong beliefs. So listen up because I'm only going to say these once. I think the rich should have high taxes. I'm alright with gay marriage. I believe in separation of church and state. I believe in the Bill of Rights. I'm against abortion. I believe women should be paid as much as men for the same job. I'm against war. I believe in conserving the environment. I believe in animal rights, but screw PETA. I believe in democracy. I oppose the death penalty. Teddy Roosevelt is my favorite president, and George W. Bush is a moron. Happy? I'm getting off the soapbox because it's about to break. Now, how about we talk about the three branches of government and why they all suck. First, the executive branch. This is the president and his cabinet of dumb flubbers. They are the ones who run this country into the ground. They are the ones that either agree or disagree to all the plans the Barroos in the next branch will get to give them. Let's talk about our current president, Barack Obama. I'll give him credit. He was the first president to actually make young kids get into politics. That's harder than trying to get me to play an RPG game. Anyway, Obama filled this country up with positivity and hope when he was campaigning. That fell flat when he became president. I can't remember anything this man has done since he started in office. Don't believe me? Since becoming president, what has he accomplished? So, yeah, you know he's a bad president when his first lady is doing more than he is. Too bad she still sucks at her job. Meet Michelle Obama. Gosh, I hate this woman. I've never seen a first lady that has witched as much as her. She won't stay out of our lives. At school, there's Michelle. On TV, there's Michelle. On a website that's making fun of Michelle, there's Michelle. My main gripe with her is she's one of the front runners of the movement to make kids eat healthy. Oh, for Lou's sake. Would you shut up about the stupid health food crap? We're people. We have the right to eat whatever the heck we want, no matter how badly they could kill us. You act like junk food is an illegal drug. More people die from smoking than they do being overweight, which is something this greedy government likes to leech money off of, so leave our foods alone! Sheesh! Anyway, President Obama is a forgettable president that would make Millard Fillmore look like he accomplished something. Next, the legislative branch. This means Congress. Congress is the group of ditzes that proposes bills that would make our lives miserable. What sucks about Congress is they are trying to protect our freedoms by taking our freedoms away. Due to this war on terrorism, Congress is producing a lot of laws that interferes with our personal life. The most famous one being airport security. Think of all the cancer you're getting from those airport scanners. Anyway, one of the biggest beefs I have with Congress is the CISPA bill. This bill will allow the government to monitor every single computer in America and shut down any website they think is about to plan a cyber attack or break a copyright. Privacy? What's that? How did someone wake up one morning and think this bill was a good idea? It's ridiculous. Talk about ignoring the freedom of speech. My gosh, our country is slowly turning into a communist country. It really is. Let's just hope this bill never gets passed. If it does, I'm moving to Canada. Bottom line, Congress sucks. If you're all for protecting our rights, then actually protect them, dumbwads. Finally, we move on to the judiciary branch. These are our courts that imprison innocent people and let criminals go off scot-free. Don't believe me? Then let me bring up the Casey Anthony trial. Anyone with a brain cell would know that any sane mom would not react the way she did to her daughter accidentally drowning. Everybody knew she killed her daughter. However, one moron that they let into the jury claimed, We don't have enough evidence against her. Don't have enough evidence? Well, her parents tried to defend her, but then they changed their minds when Casey claimed she was raped by her father. She lied under oath, which is illegal, mind you. She hit her daughter in the back of her car, and there were pictures of her partying. Partying days after her daughter's death. Sounds like she's innocent to me. I mean, my gosh! Really? Really? This is the worst excuse to let somebody go free since the glove doesn't fit. That's right, folks. Our justice system is that screwed up. So, Casey Anthony goes free, and now she's a celebrity. Yeah, that's a good message to send to children. Hey kids, want to be famous? Kill your kids! Don't have kids yet? Well, go out and have kids, then kill them. Still too young to have kids? Well, then kill your parents. Go right into their rooms while they're sleeping and just stab them right in their jugulars. Just remember to make up an excuse. Officer, the knife made me do it. Never fails to fool people. Another court case I like to bring up was the one where the guy broke into a person's house and was trying to rob it. He cut himself on one of the owners of the house's knives and hurt himself. What does he do? He sues the homeowners. Okay, so you break into somebody's house and you cut themselves on one of their knives like a dumbass, and it's the homeowner's fault? What's next? He's actually winning the case? Well, guess what? He actually won the case! Are you yanking me? What the buck? How in the heck did he win? He flat out admitted to robbing a person's house, and he wins a case because he cuts himself on a knife? You've got to be freaking kidding me! What's next? Paper companies are being sued because a murderer tries to use a piece of paper as a weapon to kill somebody and it doesn't work? If that ever happens, I'll turn myself into a tree. Anyway, I could talk about the countless innocent people that were wrongfully accused for crimes they didn't commit, but that has happened too many times to count. Anyway, judiciary branch, what the fuck is wrong with you people? And there's my rant on politics and the U.S. government. I don't consider myself the biggest patriot, but I do love my country, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. However, with the wackos running this country, sometimes it's hard to keep those thoughts. This is why I try not to be informed about what goes on, because I get so disgusted about how many dumb mistakes our country makes. If we're not getting blown up by nukes by the end of the decade, I'll be amazed. I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. I'm gonna go build a bomb shelter.